What's up, everybody? It is I, Sehatha, the Blind Seer, your all-purpose oracle, medium at large, and prognosticator extraordinaire, here with a special video for you. This is my 23rd video, and some of you may know this and some of you may not. Blind Seer is not my only title, that's just my day job. I'm also Pope Malaclips the Youngest, High Priest of the Discordian Society, Chief Metaphysician of the Legion of Dynamic Discord, and Polyfather of all Discordians throughout the world. And it is in that spirit that I would like to celebrate my 23rd video with a Discordian Special Edition. And we're going to do something very special today. I am joined by every unicorn and pony that my daughters did not take to their mother's house. And we're going to do a reading for my Facebook friend and the Discordian, the official Discordian candidate for president, Vermin Supreme. And I've noticed that a lot of tarot readers are doing astrology charts and tarot readings and that sort of thing for politicians, and they're doing the ones you would expect. And you guys know me, I'm all about variety and being different and not doing the same thing that everyone else is doing. Plus, I actually know Vermin Supreme, and he's a super cool guy, and I really dig everything that he's doing. So, I mean, what's not to love? He wants to give us ponies and go back in time and kill Hitler. So that's pretty awesome, and that's what I look for in a president. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to do a 10-card Tree of Life reading on the Vermin Supreme 2020 presidential campaign. And we're going to see what's in the cards for our good friend Vermin Supreme and his race. So we're going to start off by shuffling like we always do. Randomize the cards, get that good chaos energy in there for all my Discordians. I'm getting a lot of crossover from the Malaclips page and the Discordian groups over to Blind Seer, and really actually pleasantly surprised how well the two groups get along. The Discordians have behaved themselves amazingly. I'm very impressed. You guys haven't scared off all of the other Wiccans and pagans and light workers and everybody else in the crowd, and that's pretty cool because, you know, Pope's got to eat too. So on that note, please keep the donations coming, buy some readings. I'll have links down to everything in the description. I really do depend on that. That's what makes all of this possible, and if I don't make money, I'll have to do something else, and that would suck for everybody involved. Now we collapse the deck down to its singular waveform. Polarize the cards. We split the deck. And Vermin, I'm not sure you've ever watched any of my videos, but I'll explain this just in case you don't know what's up. See, I base my methods on quantum reality tunneling, and a big aspect of that is the act of choice. In fact, that's where everything begins. And it's when we make a choice that the universe sort of realigns itself to facilitate that choice. Like, nobody paid attention to you until you made the choice to put a boot on your head. And now you're a household name, my friend. So, since I cannot make the choice of which half of the deck to use for you, we're going to use my pendulum, and we're going to let Eris decide. So, what we want is whatever reading will be the most helpful and the most beneficial for the Vermin Supreme 2020 campaign. And it looks like it's going to the left. So, we'll set that aside. Now, I don't normally do such a long reading on camera. I've never actually done one of these on video before. So what I do with these is I take the 10 card and I lay them out in the structure of the Tree of Life. And for the sake of convenience, I'm going to break that down into 3 sections: the higher realm, the mid realm, and the lower realm. And we'll do them one at a time. I'll lay out the cards for each. I'll explain whatever my interpretation is, whatever I see there that I think will be helpful for you, and we'll see what kind of insights we can get for 2020 and for the race ahead. So the first trinity will be the crown, 10 of Swords, inverted. So this section generally usually just restates the situation and lets us know what's going on and what it is we're dealing with. So you have a lot of ideas that you're trying to bring into the world, but you're not able to get them out there to the people. You're not taken as seriously as you should be, and that's to be expected. All great visionaries are not appreciated in their time, and people aren't ready for the message that you have, maybe. But that doesn't mean that it's not important to try. We have the Six of Wands, also inverted in the second sphere, and the Ace of Cups inverted in the third sphere. So you haven't had a lot of success at this so far. You've become widely known, you're getting your information out there, your ideas are getting discussed in circles that you wouldn't have imagined before, but overall you haven't had a great amount of success in your political career, and that's, I don't know, it's to be expected. You're an outsider, you're not part of the mainstream and the big club that none of us are in that runs the whole world. So, you know, of course it's going to be a little harder for you than it is for some more mundane, boring candidates. But despite that disappointment, you've managed to keep going. You have a stronger following than you ever have before, and you don't let those negative emotions get in the way, and that's what we look for in a leader, and I think that's very commendable. So that's kind of where we're at with the situation. It hasn't been a great success so far. You get your ideas out there to the people, you get people talking, but you don't get a lot of mainstream attention, and that's kind of the issue. And now we're going to get into the mid-realm, and the mid-realm is where the energy from the higher realms makes the jump across the void to manifest into the lower realms and into the physical world around us. So this is usually where we find whatever obstacles we're going to face and whatever dream it is that motivates us, and the resolution that between the two and how that's going to go. So we have the King of Swords inverted. Your obstacle is that your ideas are in fact quite radical, and in that you're fighting against an old established paradigm where things aren't really done the way that you do them. You're not going to be taken seriously by the old guard because they're set in their ways. They're not ready for ponies and time travel and zombie powered doomsday machines, but they'll have to be, because the future doesn't wait for anyone, and that stuff is coming. So we have the Eight of Cups in the fifth sphere, which is where the energy of the obstacle resolves. So this is an interesting position because I've never really done a reading for a political campaign before, and the way I would normally read the Eight of Cups inverted is hurt feelings and emotional discomfort and trauma and turmoil. But in this case, since we're talking about the established political paradigm and their resistance to your new ideas, I say hurt their feelings. Who cares? Oh well, what have they done for us lately? So that's what I'm going to tell you. Vermin, don't be afraid to get nasty. Don't be afraid to step on some toes. Don't be afraid to hurt their feelings. Maybe they'll learn something. Now let's get to the sixth sphere and we'll see what the idea is that's motivating you. We have the Five of Swords. You are in it because you love the argument. You love to get in their faces. You love to tell them what's what, and you love speaking truth to power. And that's why we all love you, Vermin. You are the man, and you are the voice of the people. You get right in their faces and tell them the things that we wish we could say to them if we got the chance to stand as close to them as you do. You are ready to fight for the ideas that you believe in. You are ready to fight for the ideas of the people that support you. You are ready to fight, and that's why you are motivated in this. And that is something that I look for personally in a leader. My gods are gods of war, and we appreciate a fighter. Now, we will get into the last section. This is the lower world. These are the spheres that are closest to you, Vermin, and your physical manifestation, your thoughts, your emotions, your subconscious, and the way you perceive the world around you. So this is going to get a little bit personal, and hopefully we can get you some insight into how you can better deal with the stresses of being the most phenomenal presidential candidate in any of our lifetimes. You have the Three of Swords in the sphere of your thoughts, Vermin. So you're getting smarter. You're learning to play the game better. The more you do this, the better that you're going to get at it. The more you observe, the more information you have to work with, the more you're going to be able to throw them off their game because you know the rules. So right now you're in a learning process. You're figuring out your way of doing things, what works and what you can work around whenever they try the kind of things that they always try to everyone from the outside who might actually make a difference. Right now, you're learning how to outsmart them. You have the Queen of Pentacles in the sphere of your emotions. This is good. You are feeling abundance, an abundance of support, an abundance of power, of logistics. You have the means to carry you through this fight, and that's the very important factor that most of us don't ever manage to accomplish. So that's a big deal on this, and it's your emotions are very tied up right now in the fact that so many people are financially supporting you, and I could feel the love radiating from this card to everyone who donates to your campaign and everyone that you're fighting for in this. That's where your emotions are at. Your heart is with the people, and it is with your base and your constituency. And once again, that's what we want from a leader. This is why I have personally, as Malaclips the youngest, endorsed Vermin Supreme as our official Discordian candidate for president. And I hope you will join me in supporting him in his run. Now, we have the Two of Swords inverted in your subconscious. So in your mind, this isn't something you're doing for publicity. This isn't something that you're doing for fun, and you don't see this as a choice. There's no one else who will do the job the way that you'll do it. There's no one else who will take on the issues that you'll take on. You are a unique candidate, and you have unique things to talk about, and you feel that you don't have a choice but to run because of that. And that's something that I have a lot of respect for, because it is very important to me that somebody goes back in time and kills Hitler. I'm tired of Nazi trolls on the internet ruining my scrolling and cat pictures and funny videos of people getting hit in the nuts. Now, we'll get to our last card, and we'll see what the perspective of the world around you looks like through your eyes, Vermin. And I really hope that this has been helpful and entertaining and enjoyable and all that. I just wanted to do something fun and silly for my 23rd video, something that honors the Discordian spirit that has got me to where I am today. And I thought I'd throw a little love to Vermin Supreme, because out of all the candidates and all the politicians getting astrology and tarot and all of that done, he has been entirely left out, and that's just wrong. And you people will have to wait longer to get your ponies because of that. Now, we have the Wheel of Fortune. That is such a poignant card to end it on. You're very aware that it's up to fate. That it's not necessarily about winning or losing. It's about playing the game. It's about fighting. It's about shaking up the established paradigm. And you're doing that. Win or lose, you've accomplished your goal in that. And everything else is just up to the gods. You can't control it. We can't control it. Even if we all vote for you, that doesn't necessarily mean anything, because, you know, if voting could change anything, they probably wouldn't let us do that. So you're very aware that this is a matter of fate, that it's going to be whatever it's going to be. You're just in it for the fight, and that's important. You have a lot of things that need to be talked about. You have some important things that you want to get out to the world, and I respect the hell out of you for that, Vermin Supreme. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit me up on Facebook or Instagram at Real Blind Seer, Blind Seer Official on Instagram. You can check out my website. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Please give me a subscribe. I really appreciate all of the love and feedback that I get from you guys. There's links to everything down in the description, as well as my PayPal if you want to send donations. I kind of depend on that. That's how this is my only job. This is what I love to do, and I don't want to do anything else. So please hit me up on Facebook or Instagram, buy a reading, throw some donations at my PayPal, anything you can do to put a couple of bucks in my pocket so that I can keep doing this and helping everybody as much as I can. I would really appreciate. I hope you guys enjoyed this very special Discordian edition on my 23rd video. I hope that Vermin Supreme will be our next president, because I would really like a pony, and I know my daughters would too. And I think that's about it for this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Brush your teeth, vote for Vermin Supreme, and I'll see you next time.